I just brought, I had a good Canada one that I wanted to say what was going on over there.
I bet it's something gay. I bet it's something gay.
It's kind of the opposite of gay, actually, if I'm being completely honest, because Toronto officials in 2025, this is what they're up to, where at least the Democrats are like, men and women are different, you know, potentially, like, maybe these guys should be spoken to. We at least admit we have a problem. Some of that stuff was fucking too much. This is what they did in Canada. Toronto officials are taking applicants for their black-only homeless shelter, where everyone from employees to the homeless could be excluded based on race. So they basically are doing all the different homeless shelters.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to say that this is a comedy bit.
Based.
yeah, that. I personally don't want to necessarily say that this could be a Def Jam comedy bit, but you see, in the white shelter.
In the white shelter, they drive like this.
In the white shelters, they'll be like, I'll have my gruel, please. Food, please. You see, in the black shelters, he'd be like, get off where my motherfucking bed at?
Well, yeah. I mean, invariable, this is going to lead to some story where, like, especially in Toronto, where like someone froze to death because they couldn't get into the white shelter when there was beds in the black shelter.
The white shelter be like, I'd like to get inside, please. I'm cold. Brr. And the black shelter be like, you want to have a motherfucking pillow fight.
You know how them feathers be flying.
When you have a pillow fight with your bros in the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Whereas the white shelters be like, I guess I'll just stay at my dad's house.
Yeah. Dude, they're literally, someone's going to die. They're going to freeze to death because they can't get in. And because there were empty beds in the black shelter, but they're not allowed to put them in the black shelter. And then CBC is going to like write an article about like
his
internalized.
Yes.
No, it'd be like internalized racism caused this like homeless person to die, because homeless people are still pretty high up on the hierarchy of victimhood, right? So like that'll be a tough one for them to figure out, where they're like, how is
dead
this,
homeless guy,
like a dead white homeless guy? You're like, how is this not a fault of this policy somehow? And it'll just be like, is there racism?
I think the Toronto Star would probably be like, and this homeless guy that probably could have just went to his dad's $1 billion house.
Yeah. Yo, you couldn't go to daddy? Daddy couldn't house you? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. The white homeless shelters be like, I guess I'll just sleep under the bridge. Whereas black homeless shelters,
I guess I'll just freeze to death.
See, the white homeless shelters, they be like, I guess I'll just eat my poo. Whereas the black homeless shelters be like, give me my motherfucking chicken.
Sorry, are they doing this for sure?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is happening. Safe spaces for black clients and staff, culturally appropriate food and nutrition, black specific toiletries.
Well, I guess they have different hair. I guess it's a hair.
Oh, is that just
cocoa butter? Yeah, it's cocoa butter. It's just a garbage, giant industrial garbage pail of cocoa butter.
Yeah, hand cream.
Yeah, a lot of lotions. You know how ashy they be over at that white homeless shelter?
Yeah, the black homeless shelter is just like basketball nets above the bed. Basketball nets above the bed, the freestyle rap corner, just industrial size fucking lotion. Like, here's your man. Your toiletries bag comes with like a toothbrush, some butter, a do-rag.
Yeah, and they have different needs.
Black toiletries, hygiene products laid out over the city, confronting anti-black racism, CB's culturally appropriate nutrition. So, I don't know. I guess they want that food spicy.
What I'm saying?
They want the food spicy.
The goat rotis.
Yeah, so they've been up some fucking wacky ass fucking ish in Toronto right now.
All right.
CN Tower is going to light up red for Menstrual Day. So they got the CN Tower is going to be red for the periods.
Yeah, okay. That's good for them. Bunch of buildings are just lighting up red. I didn't even know there was a Menstrual Day.
No, remember they did the other one, and we did an intro about it once, but they had another one where they're putting the period flag up in the thing. So the Toronto right now, they're trying to make the CN Tower red, and you're like, oh, that's cool, it's red. You're like, no, it's for periods. It's like, what?
Well, Remembrance Day and Period Day have the same amount of days.
It is kind of weird, yeah.
Each get one day. Period Day, huh?
I think Period Day is... if they were actually smart, they would do Period Day. They would have some drug that makes women all sync up, and then they have one day of their periods, and that's the day they can't come out like werewolves.
Well, they should do instead
I think what happens is when the tower turns red, girls know that's your time where you're not allowed to leave the house.
Sure.
It's like, this is when your time... I don't want to... It's period day. That's when you do your period.
Yeah, I'd be in favor.
And if you can't sync up with the period day, that's on you. But it's like you be nice to women. You go, okay, are you okay? But then as soon as the thing's not read anymore, you're just like, shut up.
Yeah, they should do the
Quit crying.
like how in quit crying. How they do in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day, how they turn the river green. They should turn Lake Ontario red instead for one day.
That is pretty funny.
Just tons of dye in Lake Ontario.
Yeah, just turning the river red for periods.
For period day. Be a little more costly, I'm sure, but hey man, do you care or do you not care?
When lacking funds for pads, tampons, and menstrual discs, gender diverse people are held back from fully participating in school, work, and social activities. I feel like period things are easy to come by.
Yeah, I was going to say, Justin Trudeau, I'm pretty sure, has a fucking pads in every men's and women's room in Canada.
I'm pretty sure it's everywhere you go. Like, even you didn't even know they were there. Like, you go to your own attic and you pull the cord to get up to the attic, and then all the period pads come down. They just put them everywhere.
And honestly, this might sound, again, I'm not a woman, so this might sound stupid, but like,
yeah,
if you're in a pinch, can you not just like grab some toilet paper and just kind of ball it up?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like, is that like literally like if you were in an absolute pinch, you go, I can't find a pad,
and you just duct tape it.
Can't just red green style. But
you just take some toilet paper and you put it here and you just sort of like duct tape it.
Yeah, and then you get a free wax out of it.
You get a free wax of the whole thing, so this is.
But again, everybody. And someone in the comments, maybe there's a woman, and they're like, maybe the flow's too much or something. But like, is there not an amount of toilet paper?
You don't understand the flow that I'm dealing with.
Yeah, like, is there not an amount of toilet paper you can just kind of jam in there,
shove in your pussy?
Yeah, and just in and around.
And this is you giving the speech to the class, and then the principal comes in like you're Danny, can I have a word? I know that you're only the substitute health teacher.
That was very insensitive. Okay, not everybody has access to toilet paper. And you go, what? The toilet paper shortage?
That's great. Danny taking his substitute day of the gym class, teaching the girls like, all right, ladies, we gotta tell about periods. Like, you're supposed to put a pad or some shit, but honest to God, a couple tissues should probably do it.
Yeah, just fucking nut up and just grab some tissues.
Nut up or shut up. This is Polish Shucks class.
All right, dodgeball time.